Hey guys, Spee here, and I'm doing a little Black Ops 2 commentary video thingy. First I'm going to briefly mention the gameplay. I'm using MP7 here with the suppressor, and I think fast mag. I'm not entirely sure because it doesn't say, it just says MP7 customized, so I know some other attachments on there, but I don't know what. It's on the map Drone. I do quite like this map actually. Playing CTF. I got a pretty good score this game, I go 37-3. I think it's pretty decent, so hopefully that's entertaining. And look at this guy just camping prone. Newbie. And I totally fail on this guy there, but whatever. So yeah, I wanted to talk about Christmas. Yes, you know, you may notice it's a couple days after Christmas, and I don't know what time I'll be uploading this, but I'm actually recording this the day after Christmas, so it'll probably be a couple days after by the time this is uploaded and stuff, so yeah. I just wanted to mention this because it's not like, you know, don't expect me to go on about like, oh, and then I got this present, and then I ate turkey and then ham and yeah, I don't know. No, I actually wanted to mention this because my Christmas is typically a lot, or not typically, it's a lot different than your typical Christmas. It's very different just because of where I live. So in case anyone watching this did not know, I happen to live in Arizona, and in case you don't know where that is, if you don't live in the United States, it is a state of the United States. So it is, that's where I am, and Arizona is pretty much known for being like one of the hottest areas here. It's a desert, and so it's really not cold, like ever. Even in the middle of the night in the winter, it really doesn't get all that cold. I mean, you know, you might want to wear a thin jacket or something if you go outside in the middle of the night in the middle of winter, but you know, that's about it. I mean, we don't get any snow here, like, ever. The last time we had snow here was probably like 10 years ago, and I was, no, probably more than that. I was probably like 12, 15 years ago, maybe, and I would have been too young to remember it at that point. So, oh yeah. And we don't really get much rain here, being a desert. And you should know what desert means, and that means not much rain. So, yeah, we don't really get rain here, which is, kind of, you know, I mean, I actually like deserts in general, you know, it's pretty nice, but I also like having some rain, like having some snow, and we don't really get any of that. I mean, we get some rain, of course, but not much. So, you know, it's kind of different because everyone usually thinks of Christmas being all snowy and whatnot, but here we just don't have snow. And it's kind of funny seeing all the Christmas decorations and seeing how everyone has like all this snow-themed Christmas decorations everywhere. Like some people have those big inflatable snow globes, and they got like all the snow inside, and they got Christmas lights that are supposed to look like snow and meant to look like snow and icicles and stuff like that. And that's probably because we don't have any of it here. So they're trying to replicate the snow or something, I don't know. But it's just kind of funny. Yeah, so my particular neighborhood that I live in is, I wouldn't say it's like a really rich neighborhood or anything. It's just kind of upper middle class, I'll say. And for some reason, our neighborhood is really known for Christmas lights, and some of our neighbors get like really, really crazy with the Christmas lights and do like some like very excessive Christmas decorations on their house. So because of that, we actually have during Christmas and, you know, several days before, like actually all the days leading up to it for like weeks, and even a few days after it, we get a lot of people driving through our neighborhood just looking at lights, people who don't even live here. And that's just because our neighborhood is like, just has so much ridiculous amount of Christmas lights that people actually go driving around looking at our lights even though they don't live here, which is kind of, I find it kind of strange because, you know, when I was younger, my parents would always, well, not always, but, you know, some years on Christmas we'd just go driving around looking at Christmas lights, and I absolutely hated it because it was really dull and boring, and I just got bored out of my mind doing that, and we'd do it for hours, and it was so painful. But whatever, apparently other people like it, so whatever. I mean, there are some, yeah, some of the Christmas lights in our neighborhood are actually really cool, but I still would not. I still don't, never liked looking at Christmas lights just driving around. I always thought that was really boring, but But yeah, so we get massive amounts of traffic during Christmas and the weeks leading up to it and a few days after it. Actually, on Christmas, there were, like, on Christmas night, there were so many cars there that it would literally be easier to get out of the neighborhood. It would literally be easier just to walk out of the neighborhood than to drive out, because there's so many cars there. It's a constant stream of cars, like, during the entire night. I mean, the only time I can go out there without seeing too many cars is, like, 1 a.m., and it's actually really, really crowded, like, the entire week, and maybe even 2 weeks before that, so, actually went out on a walk at, like, 1 a.m., during one of those days, like, maybe a week before Christmas, and even then, there were a few cars, but it had, like, 1 a.m., and it finally wasn't very much traffic, but it's just funny, like, just almost the entire month of December, my neighborhood is just constantly loaded with cars, so it's a bit crazy. And the weird thing is, I'll actually see some stretched limos and Hummers driving through here, and I've already seen, like, 5 of them, and I don't even necessarily watch the cars driving by our house very frequently, but I've already seen, like, 5 of those. And apparently they're just, like, carrying a ton of people just driving through neighborhoods looking at cars. Or not cars, I'm talking about the lights. It was actually kind of funny, though. At one point there was, like, sort of like a T intersection in our neighborhood. Hopefully you know what that means. It's just an intersection shaped like a T. And there was a stretch Hummer and a stretch limo. Both of them were white. Actually, the limo might have been black. I'm not sure. The Hummer was definitely white. I think the limo was white too, but whatever. And they were... Look at me just exploring the back of the map. No, I just wanted to back there to use my Lodestar. But, yeah, it's, actually, it was actually kind of funny seeing them both. They were both about to turn on the intersection. And those things are so long that they, have to, like, they pretty much, like, take up the entire road when they turn, just because they're so long, and that's what she said. And it was just kind of funny, they were both turning, oh, look at enemies rage quitting. They were both turning on the same intersection at the same time. It was just funny, just seeing the confliction there. Anyways, yeah, so that's what's kind of strange about my Christmas here is I don't think that happens in every neighborhood. I mean, of course, there are others that they go to, but it's just funny seeing how crowded it is. And I think a lot of the reason why you get a lot of people doing that is because we have one street of the house that's, like, exposed to the main road, and it's like a very main road that a lot of people drive by. So, it's, a lot of people are gonna see that one little road of the neighborhood that has that. I don't live on that road. I live quite a bit away from it, but much deeper in the neighborhood. But that one main road happens to have like 5 people who just, like, 5 different houses that just love to go way overboard on the decorations. I mean, those are probably some of the most over decorated houses in the entire neighborhood, and they just happen to be on that exposed strip of houses that's exposed to the main road. So I guess you get a lot of people driving by, seeing all those lights, and they just want to go inside and look at them closer, and then look at the other lights around, because there's some other really good ones deeper inside the neighborhood. And so it's pretty interesting. Yeah. So sorry if I sound a little sick, by the way. I'm coughing a little bit. I don't really even think I'm sick so much, but I just have, like, a lot of phlegm building up and stuff for some reason. Even though I don't feel sick, like, at all otherwise. It's kind of strange. So it should also make my voice sound a bit different. Sorry about that if it sounds a bit nasally. I've got my nose is kind of blocked up, so it's kind of not good. Anyways, that's about the end of the gameplay. You saw I'm just beasting there with the kill streaks. A few seconds left. Yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this little commentary video, and I'll see you next time. And you'll see right here, I went 37-3, 2 captures, 1 return. Everyone's on a 1 bar for the win. I guess that just happened at the end of the game. For some reason, I wasn't really lagging at all during the game. But anyways, that's it. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.